Hey girl, happy Vlogmas day 12. So today I'm going to be talking about, it's really something I'm just not about to be doing anymore, to be honest with you. but I'm going to be talking about how I am not going back and forth with anybody anymore. Now, this is a new realization, and so I would have to give you guys an update later on how that's going. But my plan is to stop going back and forth with people because, number one, it feels like a complete and utter waste of my time because I was trying to think before I was making this video, has there been a time that I went back and forth with someone and came away from it feeling like, wow, that was useful? Wow, that was productive, when the person was literally on the opposite side of the discussion and we never came to agree with each other or see each other's side? I couldn't think of a single time. So that's number one, specifically with adults in that instance. But speaking about being a mom and talking about toddlers and small kids, that one feels like even more of a waste of time because they don't even have rational brains. So imagine this. My toddler, I'm asking my toddler to put on their shoes. They whine back, I don't want to put on shoes. That's how my kids sound to me. So I don't know how your kids sound to you. I don't want to put on shoes. Guys, I'm in a really good mood today. So excuse me. Please excuse me. And then I would say something like, well, we have to put on shoes because we're going to blah, 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 blah. Like, when I start to explain myself in that way, and when I feel like I'm going back and forth with a toddler, that's how I sound to myself these days. I'm like, wah, wah, wah. I literally regret even saying the words as they're coming out of my mouth because I know that they're pointless. I know that there's no reason to explain putting on shoes to my kid. If you don't want to do that, because this is the thing, I feel like sometimes, even as adults, because what I don't want you to hear me saying is never give your kids reasons why you're doing stuff. And, you might not want to do that. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you. I'm not going to hold you. I would not blame you at all. But what I'm not saying is never explain anything. What I am saying is sometimes, even as adults, we just want to say what we're thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even necessarily need this to be different. I'm just venting, like a vent. I think a lot of the time when I'm responding to my kids, what they're really trying to do is vent. Like, they're just saying a thought out loud. And that's how I'm going to start receiving it. I say, come on, guys, let's put on your shoes. We're about to get ready to go. I don't want to put on shoes. And then I'll say, oh, okay, that's it. There have been times where I've been doing that recently because all this is new. You guys, you all know that this whole journey for me, like, I am documenting this because I am just trying new experiences for this last month of 2023 and into 2024, like crafting and creating what I want our household to look like. So sometimes I've done that, like just not responded. What do you think they did? No, I'll wait. Exactly. They put on their shoes because if I'm putting on my shoes and I'm going to start walking out the door, what are they going to do? Stay in the house? No. It makes me think of, is it Maria Montessori? I can't remember what book I was reading at some point, but they were saying, like, there's an example in there of a little girl that is like tantruming in a store, and why Maria Montessori was at the store with this lady, I don't know. So maybe it wasn't her. I can't be sure. Anyways, she would get into the parking lot or something and like stop and fall to the ground, and then the mom would be like, oh, we've got to get like talking to her. You know how my summaries go of these things. This is a summary paraphrase, Carlin's version of how this scenario went from my memory. And basically, Maria Montessori, or whoever it was telling the mom just to keep walking. Like, don't acknowledge that she's fallen to the ground and is acting crazy. Just keep walking. And the result was the little girl got up and started walking with her mom. And I think that sometimes we're just giving attention and energy to stuff that just doesn't need energy. Like, I think what I'm starting to realize is how much I can create drama and dispel energy that I could have for myself at the end of the day, so I'm not exhausted or too tired to do something fun that I want to do at bedtime, or even use that energy to keep my day light. Like, once I'm down the rabbit hole of explaining, you're saying what you don't want to do, I'm saying what you have to do, you're saying no, I don't, like, now how do I feel? I'm annoyed. I'm tired of having to explain it to you. I'm tired of having to explain it to you because I've made the choice to keep explaining it to you. Guess how I get to not be tired anymore? I'm going to stop explaining stuff to you. And do not misunderstand that this is just for toddlers. This is for grown-ups too. I'm not doing it with you anymore. And let me not say this like you guys think I'm talking about a specific person. Me and my husband are fine. We're doing great. We're communicating well. This is not directed towards my husband at the moment. But if we're in a situation where he wants to say what he thinks and I'm saying what I think, I'm just not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to tire myself. I'm not going to use my energy on that. It's usually not even productive. If I say something and you say something counter to that, okay, that's it. Then it's over. It's over. It dies there. Instead of becoming a whole drawn out thing, now I'm raising my voice trying to get you to understand my point. You're raising your voice to counter. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. So my question for you is, have you ever, because I just find this so funny that more recently I've been catching myself saying more than I actually want to say, like just in the habit of responding to my kids when in my mind now they're just venting. But have you ever had that experience where you notice yourself saying something that you don't even want to say or didn't even plan to say, or maybe you even plan not to say it? Like, you thought about that conversation before it happened and you said, I'm not going to say that. That doesn't need to be said. But then when you get in the conversation, you actually say that thing. Comment below and let me know if you've experienced that. But yeah, so today I just wanted to talk about something I'm just not doing anymore. Hopefully it will encourage or inspire you to do the same, to reclaim some of your energy, some of your time, and really some peace of mind. So I hope that was helpful to somebody. And I'll see you tomorrow, girl. Bye.